All right, Onana United exit unclear. Guys, looks like the exit of Onana will take a lot of time for a decision to be made because as it stands right now, Man United are really unclear and they haven't gone ahead to make a very good report about what led to his not being good last season. You understand? In his first season, I think he went ahead to make 14 clean sheets and 14 clean sheets, I think, but the previous season he made 9, I think, in the Premier League. So he really looked bad. And I tell you what, it was not good for him. And I just want to check out if at all I was his close friend on how his mental health is, because fans of United went ahead to make all sorts of memes in this guy known as Andre Onana. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys? This is the second video of the day and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David remains my name and hope you guys are really doing okay, and let's continue to see to it that all goes on well as planned. Now, the side of Man United is really having some huge dilemma onto as far as this guy is really concerned. United has been linked close to 3-4 goalkeepers. Donnarumma are gonna hate to see Emi Martinez was even gonna hate to offer himself to the club of Man United, and there is another one who is from Italy that United is being linked to, you know. So all those goalkeepers have been linked to Man United, but looks like the decision will be made after Andre Onana is going or staying. Now, Jacobs Ben told us that United are yet to make a decision on Andre Onana's future. It could take close to £40 million in order for the deal to get over the line in the coming weeks. Now, however much United wants £40 million from Andre Onana, I don't think that there is a side that will obviously get that money to Manchester United. I don't think that side is there, because when you look at the price of goalkeepers right now that are really available, I think there are very many you can get below £30 million and they're really good. And if at all I'm Man United, all I do is let me first strengthen my team, especially other departments. Like I've gone ahead to let you know that as we go in for Cunha, Mbuemo, good signings, but we should look in for another midfielder who will obviously come to complement the services of Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte. And I don't want to see Bruno Fernandes being played into that double pivot again. I want him to be played as a number 10. That is it. I don't want to see the manager really trying to play Bruno Fernandes into that double pivot, because he doesn't have the positional sense and his defensive prowess is not up to standard. You understand? But his attacking prowess is really up and running. You know that he's really good in the final third of the pitch. That is Bruno Fernandes for you. And I understand that the manager would obviously want to have Cunha and Mbuemo onto the pitch, but things don't work that way. Things don't work that way, and I think United should really look more than that, because if we really strengthen all the departments and really have a very good preseason, and if the manager really gets in a preseason that we all believe will get in to the bone marrows of these players and then spike up their performances, we can start off very well amidst the tight fixture that we are really having. You understand? So that is it, and let's get into the next episode. After that story coming in from Jacobs Ben, then L'Equipe came up with a story that AS Monaco are considering moving forward with the signing of Andre Onana. They broke this story, and then later Paul Hurst, came up and told us that Monaco have approached Andre Onana's representatives over a potential move, but the goalkeeper is minded to stay and fight for his place at Manchester United. Monaco asked his camp to be kept updated on his situation. No formal bid has been made yet. So Monaco has gone ahead, obviously, make what we call the Onana approach, but Onana is hesitant and is like, I'm going nowhere. I want to start the club of Manchester United and fight for my position. You understand? He wants to stay at Manchester United and fight for his position. I think he's going to have to make a very good decision if it is that way. But when you look at Monaco, they are trying to strengthen their side hugely. You understand? They are trying to strengthen their side hugely. One, they've gone ahead to offer a contract to Paul Ebile Pogba, 2-year contract. Pogba is going to accept it. Then they want Ansu Fati, you know, and they also want to get in which other player, Onana, meaning that they are really working thick and hard to get these deals over the line. And that is Onana for you. So Monaco is doing a very huge job to recruit these players, and they want a goalkeeper. By the way, Onana is a very good goalkeeper. I know very many people are really having reservations about him, but I tell you, he's a very good goalkeeper. I tell you, you know, he's a very good goalkeeper. And what makes a very good goalkeeper is what he does. What the other teammates really do. You know, he's one of the keepers that are going to be exposed to very many shots at his goal. You understand? And the team itself has not been performing very well. And however much Bruno looked like the one-eyed man among the blind, but he also never really did good, because it makes no sense to obviously score all the goals, assists that he put up in the entire season, and his team finished 17th, you know? 15th. You understand? It doesn't make sense, guys. I think it's better you come up with those stats when your team is really performing very well. And this is where I come up and obviously disagree with very many people who think that there is a player who looked good. I think the player that really deserves a plus, Mazarawi, Matas Delit, Lisandro Martinez. You can talk about Amadi Diallo. You understand? The rest of the players have been really lacking, and not until we get those players to work as a unit and they really hit the ground running as a unit, that's when United will obviously get to where we want it to be. But before those players really get in as a unit, I tell you what, things won't go on well as planned. So that is what you're really having in through from the side of Manchester United and Onana. And then the correspondent of Man United seals up this video with a story, you know. And this is Rob Dawson, the United correspondent for the ESPN. Onana wants to stay unless he's told he's surplus to requirements by Ruben Amorim. So Onana wants to stay, not until they've told him that his requirement to surplus. And one of the things I've got to hate to agree that Onana is still here. It's because United used him as an agent to really persuade his fellow countrymen, that is Mbeumo, to deny or to denounce, to turn down all requests from teams like Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest to join Man United. You understand? And Onana was the main man into that deal. And he was like, come to Man United, I'm really gonna stay there. Now, if Onana was not obviously confident that he's gonna stay at the club of Manchester United, you know, he wouldn't have gone ahead to tell this guy that please come, because he had no assurance. But I think Onana has all the assurance from the board that you are going to stay here, and you're giving him maybe one season to prove yourself. And if I'm Man United, I do that because even that's what Mikel Arteta did at the club of Arsenal. When he came in through, he found was it Bernard Leno here, you know, and he used Bernard Leno. Then when Bernard Leno got an injury, he went ahead to bring in Martinez, and he sold him to a club known as Aston Villa. He went on upgrading, and he brought on another goalkeeper known as Aaron Ramsdale. After getting in Aaron Ramsdale, he went ahead to bring in David Raya. You understand? So I think he deserves one more chance at the club of Manchester United. 3 seasons will be enough. If he fails to settle in and he continues to do the mistakes that he did, I tell you what, he should be shown the exit door. So your thoughts on Onana at Man United? Would you want him out or you would want him to stay? welcome in the comment section below. We sign out for now. See you later. Rock and David remains my name.